What's up, everybody, and welcome to ITG Daily, the show that brings you the hottest in gaming news. I'm Drew Bosley, and that's the one, the only. It is Scott Savage. Scott, what's going on, man?
You know, I've unlocked more just to keep up with the saga here. I'm pushing forward in Nickelodeon kart race.
I saw you playing that last night.
I've unlocked all of the races now.
What is
now
going
I
on?
just have to beat them each like 3 times.
Is it any good?
I am enjoying it. I'm having a good time. It's not. It seems obvious to me that it's not the competitor for Mario Kart, but it is good.
I was gonna ask, man. Does it compare at all to Mario Kart?
Dude, it's missing an online suite.
What is there any competitor out there right now to Mario Kart at all? Like, if you can you think of anything off the top of your head? I don't think there's anything.
No. The missing information for me is Chocobo GP, but I didn't hear very many good things about that.
Square.
I'm still waiting for Donkey Kong Racing to return. We were meant to get it on GameCube, but it didn't happen.
Well, what you're meant to get is us in your eyeballs and your earlobes. That's right. Every day, live at 11 a.m. Eastern over on twitch.tv/theofficialitg, as well as YouTube at theofficialitg. But if you can't join us live, hit us up later inside the game.ca podcast services and TV streaming networks around the globe. Scott, today's show, Ubisoft delays Skull and Bones once again. That's some unfortunate news. Once again is actually the 6th time.
Yeah, I was gonna say surprising or not.
All right. Sony's upcoming sci-fi RPG game is being created by the team who gave us Outriders. I'm excited for that one. And Xbox update is great for the environment. We've got a cool show today, Scott. Lots to talk about. Quick PSA. We got a quick update. We're talking about the Xbox event coming on January 25th. Well, Xbox Germany stated in a post yesterday that Forza and Redfall will get a release date at the event.
Yeah.
Why would they say that, Scott?
Yeah, it makes me think, was German Walmart the one who had to do with this? Because they are notorious for letting cats out of bags.
Oh, man. I'm like, you are just like days away to reveal a release date. I know it's not a big, huge reveal, but it's still a nice announcement to kind of at least tie up your little presentation with. Instead, hey, by the way, this is coming. That's kind of weird. Way to go, Xbox Germany. We'll see what happens, but either way, we will be there. We'll be live streaming the event. You can hang out with us over on Twitch as well as YouTube. So yeah, swing by and we'll see how it all goes.
Just under 2 weeks now.
That's right. And there was a statement saying that there is no Starfield, just to double kind of come back around on that. Starfield will be getting its own event, which again will be live streaming. So yeah, hang out with us.
Oh, and I appreciate them telling me that, so I'm not sitting there waiting the whole time.
Well, I think they had to lead with it and get it out there. Go, hey, by the way, Starfield is not going to be there. So here's your expectations. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get Minecraft Legends. You're going to get Redfall. You're going to get Elder Scrolls Online and the next Forza game. Forza Motorsport. So that's what we're getting into. So we already know what's there. I don't know how much else we're going to get for extras.
I'm curious to see what they're going to add to Elder Scrolls Online. I mixed the two up now. I'm sure that was designed, but
yeah.
What are they adding to that game that's not already there? I feel like you can traverse almost the entire planet.
They're shutting the servers down.
Oh,
it's not going anywhere.
Oh, that would be a sensical update after years and years, but
yeah, that's not going anywhere. But what is going somewhere is Ubisoft delays Skull and Bones for the 6th time. Tom Henderson at Insider Gaming, sorry. Dude, this one hurts. Like, it really does. Yeah. But I want to get in the article and then we can talk about it. It's almost seems to be a joke at this point, but according to Ubisoft's latest financial call, the publisher has delayed Skull and Bones once again for the 6th time. First announced to release in 2018, the game has been unprecedented problems with its development and so far has been delayed 5 times until yesterday. Today's announcement seems to suggest that Skull and Bones have been delayed again, meaning the title has been pushed back publicly 6 times. Announced today, Skull and Bones is entering an upcoming beta phase, but the full release slated for early 2023/2024. Scott, we were supposed to get this in March.
Yeah, and well, I saw the wording on that too. Early 2023. But then how do you include 2024 in that if it's early 2023?
Early 2023.
Nobody knows.
No, the delay is likely because of fundamental problems that plagued the game during the playtesting phase, with public playtesters also expressing their concern to Insider Gaming anonymously. In September 2022, Ubisoft announced that the game will be delayed until March 23, stating, quote, "Ahoy there, pirateers. Our team is hard at work polishing and balancing the experience ahead of the worldwide relaunch. As a result, we made the tough decision to move our release date to March 9th, 2023. We're very eager for all of you to get your hands on Skull and Bones and dive in headfirst to the dangerous and exciting world we're building, your own pirate empire." Dude, I am excited, but now I just keep getting more and more nervous.
Yeah, not a lot of solid signs.
Not at all. And on top of that, following his statement, I just added this to the doc. Yves Guillemot had a few things to say himself. Quote, "Today more than ever," he said. So this was an email sent to his staff. Quote, "Today more than ever, I need your full energy and commitment to ensure we get back on the path to success." End quote. He wrote, quote, "I also ask that each of you be especially careful and strategic with your spending and initiatives to ensure we're being as efficient and lean as possible." End quote. Guillemot also urged staff to deliver what he called, quote, "the biggest pipeline in Ubisoft history," end quote, writing, quote, "The ball is in your court to deliver this lineup on time and at the expected level of quality and show everyone what we are capable of achieving," end quote. Scott, right from the top, Yves Guillemot puts it on his own employees to say, hey, you need to get us back on track.
Yeah, there's a little bit of the first half of that's a little bit of a kind of a typical rallying cry. Yes. But it does go on later in the bit to attempt to push the buck, or at the very least not accept full ownership of it. You know, Yves Guillemot is the leader. The buck stops here. That's what that famous ticket says.
Right? Skull and Bones, Scott, it has me. I was excited to see it when it was announced, but that was 2018, and then it's been troubled waters ever since.
We've almost got.
No pun intended. That was
good. We've almost gotten a. I was gonna say we almost got a Black Flag too, but
exactly, dude. And I was so excited. I was stoked to see this come around because Black Flag really kind of started the whole, the ship run through of Assassin's Creed, and people were getting out there becoming pirates. Dude, I love the pirate genre. Get me in this. This is what I want to be a part of.
The first few fights in that game, I lost my mind. It felt so good coming over a wave and just let loose the barrage. It's the stuff I want to play in Skull and Bones. But I've seen this joke made already, unfortunately. But it seems like we are going to be nothing but Skull and Bones by the time it releases.
Well, I kind of question whether or not it will release at all, right? Now, I've been talking to a few people this morning about this. One of them was a developer at Ubisoft who said that his heart is like broken because of this, right? Like, it's gut-wrenching to see this come around. The team over there is incredible, and they just had one hurdle after another tossed their way. And then at the end of the day, you get your CEO saying, hey, pick it up. Kind of thing, right? Like, it's just like, that's not, it doesn't go well with the employees already. From what I've heard from insiders over at Ubisoft, dude, they're already in hot water over there. Like, it's troubled times right now for Ubisoft. As good, a lot of us, I think, a lot of gamers who are outside of our circle, like, who just pick up, here's the next Assassin's Creed, let's go play that, then we're gonna go play some Call of Duty, right? And that's what they don't know any of this, what's happening. And I wonder if they even know about Skull and Bones to this point. But when you get into the Ubisoft ground level, and some of the employees, people I've worked with for years have left Ubisoft. I'm trying to build new relationships over there, but it seems to be getting tougher because no one's seems to be all that happy. Unfortunately, there's a lot of turmoil going on right there. And then when you get your CEO says, "Okay, this is all on you guys to pick this back up," man, that doesn't help the matters, right?
He's not coming in with the cavalry when you need it, that's for sure. And this joins a report as well that says they've canceled a lot of unannounced games. I think 4 or 5 might be the number. A very large amount of canceled projects.
They canceled 3 more. 3 unannounced projects as of yesterday's financial report. And I was just like, man, like what is going on? They're looking over the course of 2 years to save themselves like something like $2 million. Sorry, $200 million in spending. So they're looking to restructure for sure. But at the same time, you got to wonder what's going on. We have questions of, okay, we keep seeing Skull and Bones coming into the conversation, Scott, but at the end of it, where's Beyond Good and Evil 2?
Yeah, I feel like that's probably a very uncomfortable. Somebody's sweating at their desk now because they know that's going to come up eventually.
Right? That's the next one in line. That's the other one we've heard. Dude, when was that even announced? I'm looking it up right now.
I want to say 2014. We've looked at this a few times now. I know it's been a very long time.
Yeah, no, it has been a very long time. And this is kind of why we keep going back to it, right?
Was it teased 2017 or 2018? One of those was when they flashed it for a moment.
2018 is when they flashed it, Scott. Beyond Good. Announcement trailer, though, came in 2008. Dude, 2008 is when it was announced. I was like, how? Man.
We're bound to get a second HD remaster of Beyond Good and Evil before we get that. And I would still buy that up.
Absolutely. I love Beyond Good and Evil. And I was so pumped when they announced the second one. I was like, this is going to be awesome. And then they show you the landscape and the scope of what they're trying to achieve. And then it just vanished. And we've seen like literally nothing since. And yeah, a lot of things going on right now over Ubisoft. My heart is there with the developers. Hopefully they can get this sorted. I
think that's safe to say one of our favorite developing studios.
Absolutely. Yep.
Giant family of studios.
I love Ubisoft. I love the games that they produce. Most of them, right? Like a lot of them connect to my playstyle. Assassin's Creed, Splinter Cell, Beyond Good and Evil, right? Ghost Recon. Dude, there's so many franchises over at Ubisoft. I'm like, I play that one, I play that one, I play that one, I play that one. And the list just keeps going.
Phoenix, that's out of Ubisoft.
Immortals Phoenix Rising. Dude, that game was incredible. Like
I bought that game based on your recommendation. I still haven't played it.
Scott.
There's so much. My backlog is unreal. I'm gonna write it out. It's gonna be behind me. I have to strike it off.
It's just a shame. Just a wall of shame of all the titles Scott's never played. It owns.
Why does it look like a novel behind you?
That's right. Yeah. But dude, yeah, it's unfortunate to see another delay come out because I was looking forward to March. It was my birthday month, and I was looking to celebrate in a good way. But unfortunately, we're just getting delayed one more time. We'll see what happens with the future of Skull and Bones.
What does this say about Mirage?
Well,
other Assassin's Creeds? Is that far enough away that this delay, isn't really consequential to us now? Or
it's a whole other team as well, right? So man. Either way, it's just sad and unfortunate to see. Hopefully, we do get it this year.
Yeah,
fingers crossed.
And whatever this root issue is hopefully uprooted and taken out of there. Doesn't seem to be so clear who or what the issue is, but
there's definitely some things that need to be tweaked over there at Ubisoft. Scott, let's get into the rumors now as we continue on. Sony's leaked sci-fi RPG is from Outriders dev People Can Fly. Outriders? Mixed bag, Scott.
Yeah, I still have mixed opinion on that one.
And granted, it's not everybody's cup of tea, I think. I think it connected with some. Dude, they really connected with me. I loved it. I know it's got issues. I'm not saying this is a 9 out of 10 and a 10 out of 10. It's probably like a good 6.5, 7 for me.
But a solid 6.5.
Right? It's kind of one of those things. I know I enjoy it more than probably what a lot of others do, and I'm okay with that. I do love this game. I was able to catch it up with the developers themselves and talk about it and what they'd like to see, but a lot of this comes down to Square Enix. And now, Scott, what's going on is that the new sci-fi one could be them once again, but coming over and working with Sony instead of Square Enix. Like that was the interesting little move right there, right? Where this comes from Robert over at Push Square. Last week, several seconds of leaked footage from what is supposedly an unannounced Sony title appeared online, described as a sci-fi RPG. By the original leaker, it's apparently something that XDev is working on, the Sony studio that typically supports external developers in their PlayStation-based endeavors. Given XDev's usual role, it's assumed that the project is being headed by a third-party studio, and naturally, people have been trying to work out which developer is behind the wheel. We've seen a lot of suggestions already, but one that's gained the most traction is People Can Fly. And their primarily Polish outfit is the most recent released Outriders, which is, dude, it fits my bag. I really had a blast playing that game.
I want to get in and I want to play some more, but like we just said, it's amongst the entire backlog.
And
they kind of did this thing where you need to get the DLC almost immediately. What's up with that?
Well, yeah. This all stems from a post on Reset Era, which points out that the leaked footage seems to feature the word Red in the bottom right corner of the screen. Red was the code name for a People Can Fly project, which the developer said was the concept development phase back in 2021, Scott.
Okay.
Interesting. So this is how people are kind of coming around with, this has got to be a People Can Fly joint, and I am down. Dude, third-person sci-fi shooter, I'm good.
We could use more of those. I wanted to describe it lazily as Gears of War, but with extra steps. Yeah. Because that's kind of the way the combat plays out, in my opinion. Describe it, but... well, the thing is that I could take a lot more of those. Gears doesn't have a direct competitor, not that I can think of.
Not really, right? And then you get into the World Slayer DLC, and there's so much else in the works and on the go, and you get into a whole other tier system, and I just loved it. The character animations were probably some of the worst I've ever played last year, which was unfortunate, right? You get in some of these cutscenes, I'm like, whoo, Jakob, you're looking pretty rough there, buddy.
No, you've never played Skyrim, as we discovered yesterday.
No, that's true. It's very true. I had not played that game.
You want to see some awkward animations? Oh, Elder Scrolls will not let you down.
Scott, I seem to have misplaced the graphic for Xbox, unfortunately. However, I do want to talk about them real quickly, as Xbox is to roll out Carbon Aware, an update to reduce environmental impact on gaming. Basically, what's going on is they have an update that's going to go in the back end of your Xbox. Next time you turn it on, is going to do an update. From there, when you go into sleep mode, it's going to just use less and less power. So, pretty cool move.
Yeah,
I see Xbox
kind of
forward in that.
They've tightened up what they do, because that software was available. You can make it go to standby mode, and then it goes power saving. But I think I have mine actually turned off so that it turns completely blank. There's no power running through it. It's not even in sleep mode. I'm not certain if that's what this is going to do, or if it's just changing it up. But in some regard, I do respect this move, because it's easy to say, okay, that's a couple cents of power, whatever. Sure. I pay for that, whatever. But I've known friends, could be on my friends list online right now. It's just sitting on dashboard.
Yeah, dude, there's so many people to just leave it on dashboard. I'm like, yo, you've been on this all day. No, I'm not there. I'm like, then why is your Xbox on?
There's a joke in my friend circle that my friend Brian just likes the Xbox menu music, but I don't think there is any.
Weird, right? It's just weird. I don't.
It's not the Wii music. If it was just Wii channel music, I could understand that. That's a pop.
Oh man, yeah, I don't get it. But yeah, often I'll see people that are on and they've been on that game for all day. I'm like, you're not there, and you talk to them like, no, I was gone.
I do have friends that are playing Destiny 2 all day.
Well, I know you do that. Yeah, I hear that one.
That one's real.
Let's get into something I think you might be a little bit more excited for. Is a new single player Mech Warrior game is in development. What happened to this thing?
I am hopeful, but also worried. Mech Warrior 5 didn't really land with me. Not whatsoever, I think I could say.
So here's the weird thing. This is Chris Scullion over at VGC. Let's get into it. A new Mech Warrior game is currently in development, according to the president of the studio behind Mech Warrior 5. In an interview with podcast No Guts, No Galaxy, Piranha Games president Russ Bullock revealed the studio is working on a new standalone title in the series. Piranha has released 2 Mech Warrior games to date, Mech Warrior Online in 2013 and Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries in 2019. Scott, you reviewed that one. Didn't sit so well.
Yeah, now the problem, I've realized the issue that I have with Mech Warrior 5 is that it was just a single player kind of endeavor. I don't even recall if you could have a split screen partner. I don't think so. But in any case, I wanted that online just smash. You take 2 robots, you beat them up. Right. Which one wins? That's how I liked it.
Well, Scott, I got bad news for you. We're still working on MechWarrior, which has been somewhat surprising to me that we've been able to work on this so long, which is great. Bullock said, quote, everyone knows we have DLC 4 coming out for MechWarrior 5, and there's another MechWarrior game in development at Piranha. Dude, he just blurted it out.
Yeah,
Like,
he just goes ahead and says it.
Like, that was where I was like, what? You just kind of gave away your next title? Which, okay, granted, would be another MechWarrior game, but just like that? Like, that's it? Just,
yeah.
It's coming. I think of it more in line with MechWarrior 5, but a standalone game, a standalone product. So I guess that's an exclusive announcement for you, but that's all I'll say for now.
So I guess so.
There you go. Here, we're just, yep, there it is. Dude, it's one of those, oh crap. I probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. And how do you walk it back? You can't.
No, you can't. That's weird. All right, we're going to get into the next topic as well, because setting up your PS5 vertically doesn't seem to be as drastic an issue as previous reports suggested. David over at PSU, a report from Wooloo said plenty. I can't help it, dude. I just saw it.
Wololo. Reminds me of the Trollololo video.
Oh man, it's gonna be one of those days. PS5 owners into a bit of a panic a few days ago when it claimed that keeping your PS5 console in a vertical orientation is potentially killing your console. Apparently not. What's happening? People were worried, Scott, because if you recall the red ring of death, when your Xbox would lose the solder because it overheated, it would melt off, and then you just shut your Xbox down. A lot of people were
that from being vertical?
Actually,
I thought it was
just in general.
Yeah, because I thought it was like if you purchased it and you weren't facing north, it just goes red ring.
Yeah, right.
It was strange magic I heard.
Yeah. Well, it also suggests that's the same could happen to those consoles in the use of vertical orientation. However, it's beginning to look like the original reports aren't as dire as once seemed. So don't worry about it. Your PS5 should be just fine.
That's good news, because they're not exactly plentiful, and they are expensive regardless.
Yeah, I remember my buddy had 4 Xboxes, because they all red ring. Yeah, he's just like, I just want to buy another one. I'm like, man, you gotta be kidding me.
There's a story perhaps for another time. I had to force mine to red ring so that my warranty would activate, because I legitimately had manufacturing issue. I had legitimate issue that was not my causing. And in my opinion, it should have been covered by warranty. And I think I looked into it, and it very well should have been. But in any case, I had to let Future Shop deal with it. And I discovered how to. Oh, yeah, they're gone too. Hey, we are Canadian. We're getting Zellers back, I'm told.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I know. Wow. Some things you never thought would come back around, Scott.
My dad had a cheesy joke, and I thought, this is perfect.
Oh, man, there we go. Scott's dad again in his jokes.
Yeah, we're not doing it.
No, we're not.
Get enough cheesy jokes out of your camp.
Oh, man, yeah, I'm so sorry sometimes. It's not even me. Scott, we do have a couple game announcements and releases today, my friend. What do we have?
We have an announcement. Create your fairy tale kingdom in a storybook city builder, Fabledom, coming later this spring. That has my intrigue.
Dude, we are so reviewing this game. I saw it today. I'm like, yo, I want it. We are in. Don't you worry.
I've been really itching for a city builder too. Funny enough, I meant to mention that to you a couple days ago.
Steve stole it on you for this week's show. Yeah, last week's show. Yeah.
Now I just have to watch the review angrily.
That's right. What else we have?
We also have some full releases. Yes, we have Lone Ruin on the Switch and PC. Vengeful Guardian Moonrider, and that's on PlayStation 4, 5, Nintendo Switch, and PC. And Aquatico is on Steam and the Epic Game Store.
There you go. That's a city builder right there, Scott. 2 city builders in today's show. Yeah, it's funny. We do like city builders here. They are a ton of fun. I really enjoyed them. Depends. Farthest Frontier didn't really connect with me and Steve. But either way, that, Scott, be today's show. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us. This has been ITG Daily, the show that brings you the hottest in gaming news. You can always join us live over on Twitch and YouTube at the official ITG. But if you can't join us live, hit us up later inside the game.ca podcast services and TV streaming networks around the globe. Until tomorrow, everybody, I'm Drew. That's Scott. We'll see you inside the game.